Yes guys, welcome back to today's YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you why 4-2-3-1 is the best meta formation to use in FIFA 21. However, before the video does start, be sure to like the video, comment down below what you want to see next, and subscribe if you're new. I also do record these live over on Twitch, so make sure to go over there and follow if you haven't already, www.twitch.tv/LisaManny15. Let's get into the video. I'll show you my custom tactics and sort of explain why I have it on each, why I do it on each one. My width is 5. I do sometimes have 6, but because this is more of a defensive formation for me, I have it on 5. Depth I have it on 4, because if you have it any higher, then you're trying to play aggressive, and that's something that you might do if you're trying to win the game. So if you go into a losing position, then maybe you up it a couple just to sort of try and score really. Other than that, I'm not. This is more of a defensive formation. This is a sort of... So this is why I have it on 4 depth, because I don't want to play aggressive. I sort of want to sit back and try and either counter the person or just sit back and sort of play football, keep the ball sort of thing. So this is the formation that I go to when I'm actually winning the game 1 or 2-0. I have it on balance because it's better for sort of defending and also attacking. It's sort of in the middle, if you like. If you are trying to win the ball and trying to attack straight away, then you could have... pressure on heavy touch or press after possession loss, but you don't want to do that, because if you do, you'll leave gaps in behind and they'll score. So that's why I'm on balance, because I don't want to let that happen. I want to try and win the game when I'm in this formation and try and hold the lead. Offensive style balanced as well. Width I keep the same. Players in the box, you could lower that by 1 if you want, especially if you're trying to keep the lead and you don't want to attack too much. Corners I just keep the same. I don't really get counted on corners much, so I sort of keep that as 3. And free kicks I do lower a little bit, because I'm not that good at free kicks personally. In terms of instructions on my players, I always have, obviously it's always good to have your left backs and right backs and stay back while attacking, or otherwise you will get counter attacked. Your players will push a little bit higher and there'll always be space on the wing, and especially because of the RBX at the moment that's going on, in terms of if you go down the line, RBX, and it's basically a goal every time if they're sort of running at your defenders. In terms of CDMs, I always have cover centre and cut passing lanes. It's really important this year that you have cover centre, because if you don't, your midfielders, your defensive players are going to be too far wide, and it's just going to leave a big gap in the midfield. I also have cover centre on one of my defensive midfielders, because it stops them from just passing like through your midfield as such. So that's why I always have cut passing lanes, because it's a good way of stopping your opponents from just pinging passes around your midfielders. In terms of my left mid and right mid, I do tend to have it on come back on defence on both of them, especially if you're in this formation to sort of defend for your life and try and see out a win. I do have stay forward on Neymar, because he's just that creative player that that does everything for me. So, but however, if you are, like I said, trying to hold the lead and you don't want to attack as much, then obviously you won't have him on stay forward. You have balanced attack, balanced defensive support. And on Ronaldo, I have getting behind. It's always good for and stay central as well, because you obviously want your striker to be in the box as much as possible. In terms of cover centre and cut passing lanes, I'm going to show you now why it's really important for you to do that. Okay, so this is me in the 4-2-3-1. I find it's really important that you, like I said, you have cut passing lanes and also cover centre, because if you see how close these two players are, this is why it's important to have stay back while attacking as well, because they're so close together, and they're obviously defending the midfield third. As you can see, I'm controlling Renato and also Paulinho, trying to stop them from playing in behind, and yet again, that's the reason why I cut passing lanes, because he's just intercepted that instantly. Here, obviously I sort of allowed him to get through, and my defender sort of covered in. Same here. Try to control my midfield as much as possible until I actually have to use my centre backs. Here I dived in when I shouldn't have, but obviously I showed him out wide and defended quite well. Okay, so here I'm obviously controlling Renato. I allow him space near Varane, and obviously I have to change to him last ditch and ended up forcing him wide and ended up winning the ball. Like I said, I do try to use my CDMs more than anyone else, because obviously if I do control my defender, I will leave a gap in behind, and that's how they'll score. So for me, it's really important to control everyone else other than my defenders. And there again, you can see I used Paulinho, intercepted it, and yeah, so it really is important this year to do that. I only use this formation when I'm in a winning position, 1 or 2-0 up, because it's more of a defensive formation than a 4-2-2-2-2. So this is definitely a formation that I do recommend because it is definitely defensive, and it does help you in terms of defending, obviously, especially if you have your left mids and right mids on the comeback while defending, because it just gives you another outlet. So if this video did help you, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.